During October, we have stories about giving, and the Ingrassia family is going to come to this lectern right now. They're going to introduce themselves, some of my best friends. Will you please warmly welcome the Ingrassia family?
Good morning. We're the Ingrassias. I'm Steve. This is Sara, our son Gray, and our daughter Allison. So Sara and I started coming to All Saints in 1996 while we were dating. We had each moved to Los Angeles in the mid-'80s, Sara from Dallas and I from Baltimore, and met in 1994. After a couple of years together, Sara communicated to me that she didn't want to be married to someone who wouldn't go to church with her. So a quick backstory. Sara had a very positive Episcopalian upbringing. When we met, she'd been away from the church for a while, but had gone back after the Northridge earthquake and was going to All Saints in Beverly Hills. I was raised in the small-town Catholicism of the 50s and 60s and all the stuff that comes with that. So consequently, as an adult, I had decided to leave the church in pursuit of a more individualized spiritual path. So when Sara made her announcement, I was a little taken aback. But sensing that my heart had met its counterpart, I surprised myself and agreed to go with her. Sara suggested we try All Saints Pasadena because it was closer to where I lived. The first Sunday we came to service, I was completely surprised. Here I was, participating in a familiar liturgy, but with the very unfamiliar message of total inclusion in love. I was truly moved. When we were leaving the church, we met the rector, Ed Bacon, and introduced ourselves. The next Sunday, when we returned, as we were leaving, Ed greeted us as if he'd known us for years with Steve, Sara, and he reeled us each in for a big loving bear hug, which, by the way, we came to refer to later as getting an Ed. We felt completely welcomed. We soon went through the covenant class and joined the church family. We were married here in 1998. Our children were both baptized here. For Gray's baptism, we had chosen two of our dearest friends to be his godparents, but we had a little concern. We explained that his godfather had been raised in the Jewish tradition and his godmother the Catholic, but that now both were practicing Buddhists. We wondered if this might be a problem. We were asked, will they support you and be good spiritual guides for Gray? Yes, we said. And in the spirit of All Saints inclusivity, we heard, then there's no problem. Like everyone, we've had our joys and struggles, but through it All Saints has been a constant, the steady center of our spiritual lives. Sara and I have participated and volunteered in different groups through the years. Gray is an acolyte and loves the youth group. Allison adores Children's Chapel and Sunday School and is soon going to join the choir. We value that our children are growing up in a church that emphasizes God's unconditional love for all people. And it's become the highlight of our week to come here each Sunday to be renewed, challenged, and inspired. Through all of this, we've consistently pledged. We know it takes great financial resources to keep this remarkable place running and to support the continuation of its important work. We choose to pledge because All Saints is truly our spiritual home. And as our home, we feel it's our responsibility to contribute to its maintenance and growth. We pledge gladly, knowing All Saints' mission is exceedingly important to our family, our community, and our world. We know that our money helps the light of true Christ-like behavior shine brightly for everyone. And we realize there are very few places like this, a beacon of joy, love, hope, and inspiration, a place of diversity, inclusion, community, challenge, education, and deep, deep spirit. So we pledge to All Saints with gratitude, knowing that we've received much, much more than we will ever be able to give. Thank you.
One more round of applause. They were here at the 7:30 service. including Gray and Allison, got out of bed early to be here at 7:30 to testify. I love it. Now this is the pledge card. It actually is an instrument of joy. What I want you to do is take one home, if you don't have it already, and read it prayerfully and let it call to you. And there are a lot of different numbers in the chart in here in the middle. It only goes up to $20,000. If God is wanting you to give $50,000, $75,000, $100,000 to this church, ignore this card and say yes to God. It can make your life so full, and you will feel so much better, I promise you, from making this place happen for ourselves and for other people.